Hi, it's Andrew Norton here from Tell the Chef. I'm going to make a quick video to show you how to set up your menus in Tell the Chef. So first of all, let's log in. And you log in using the email address that you registered with in the first instance, and then the password that we sent you in the welcome email. It's probably very long and complicated, but you get an option to change that later. Keep me logged in for 30 days. Saves you having to do this more than once, and you could log in and it'll take you to your meals page. Now currently we haven't got any meals in here, so that's it's blank, and across the top here you'll see the standard kind of menu items. First of all, I want to take you to food. We're going to be building menus, but to be building menus we need to already have food in our database. So if you click on food, you'll notice that there are example foods. So in food we have chicken dish, cold cod starter. Now I'm going to put a new one in here. Most of you will be using a menu, so you have a menu somewhere, either on a PDF or printed out. Now I've got one I prepared earlier, and I've got a menu, so I'm going to add a new food item here. And one thing I find very useful is to reduce the size of my screen down so that I can see both menu and Tell the Chef at the same time. Food item name. Keep this short. Your place cards that are going to be on your table in front of your guests are going to have this on there. So if it's short like steak, it's going to be able to be printed big. But if it's just something long and convoluted like a deconstructed beef Wellington with a carrot veloute, that is a lot of text. So simply in this first bit here, we're going to keep it simple. So add new food item name, soup of the day. So there's two ways of doing this. You can copy and paste. That's Control C, Control V, or you can literally drag it over. Ooh, my giant mouse not doing me any favours. There we go. And you can drop in there, soup of the day. And then your text. Again, giant mouse is not helping me here. So you can copy and paste that across. Food category. Food category are not menu sections. Food categories could be Asian or British. Food categories could be hot, could be cold. They could refer to the area where the food is prepared in the kitchen, so cold counter or salads. On this occasion, we are indeed calling them main courses, sides, starters and desserts, but they don't have to be. They could simply be two categories, hot and cold. In fact, you could just have one category, food. So it's important to distinguish the difference between food categories and menu sections. I'll give you some more information on that later. So for every single time you put one of these in, you need to choose a category, and this of course is a starters. Hot, unit. If you are a single unit within a chain, then you would want to select your unit here. If you are a single restaurant, as in not a part of a chain, then you don't really need to worry about this because you're not going to worry about menus being shared across multiple kitchens or multiple units. Retail cost, it is part of a set menu. You'll see more about this later. But if it isn't and it's part of an a la carte menu, you can put your retail cost in here. I'll talk to you more about this later. Something else, archiving. Throughout the entire of Tell the Chef, we refer to things being archived and not deleted. This is really important. Archiving means you can get it back. So if you archive something, it goes into a bank and then you can unarchive it later. Deleting is permanent and we don't want to delete things forever. So we're going to save this, and what you'll see is here in food item name you've got soup of the day. Now you'll see all of these examples here, they're just getting in my way, so I'm going to get rid of all of these here. You don't have to, but I am going to batch process these and archive the lot. Definitely. Get out of my way. There you go, soup of the day, it's the only one there. Good. So, new food item, next. Ham hock terrine, copy. Paste. Chunky piccalilli, copy. Paste. It's a starter, cold. Save. Now I'm just going to run through this quickly now. New food item. Green bean. It's a fantastic looking menu, this. We've got marinated anchovy salad. No nicking my ideas, by the way. Food category, again, that is a starter, cold. I'm just going to skip through here to the desserts section, as I'm sure you've got the idea by now. A cold dessert. Must be spring. Save. Okay, you'll now see that every single item here from my set menu is indeed over here. Menus. Let's put a new menu in. In fact, these are going to get in my way again, so let's just batch process these and get them out of the way. Archive, gone. Okay. Let's only put on there what we want. So add new menu. Sophie's menu. So let's be lazy and take that across to here. Now, on menus, we want guests to know things. We want them to know that a 10% service charge will be added to parties of 6 or more. We might want to know. We might want them to know the price. So let's take the price and put the menu text here, and let's also put that a 10% service charge will be added to parties of 6 or more. I'm not going to put the bit in about the direct requirements, but you will know more about that later. We automatically do that and tell the chef. Now, unit, again, this isn't relevant if it's a single restaurant. If there's multiples, you might want to start batching them per site. Over here, is it a drinks list? No. Is it a side order list? No. Is it a price per course? Well, the answer is yes, because it's price for 2 courses and a price for 3. There's a very simple calculation that we can use to calculate this. The difference between a 2 course and a 3 course is £3. So that means that the dessert or the starter aspect of this menu could be £3, and then the main course, the centre section, is £12.95. So this is 3, this is £12.95, that is £15.95. If this is £12.95 and this is 3, again that is £15.95. And to add the 3 or the 3 for the third course would take us to our £18.95 for 3 courses. So this is a price per course. Save. Indeed, there it is, Sophie's menu. Menu type is a food menu. Now we're just going to get rid of this for now. And extend this over to here. We'll leave her later. So, items. Now, over here, menu sections. Every single restaurant calls their starters, mains, dessert something different. Some people call it first, second, third. Some people call it primo, secundi. People call it all sorts of different things. Desserts, puddings, sweets, a happy ending. There's so many different ways of calling your menu sections, but I think it's important to keep consistent. So over here in menu sections, you can actually change what things are being called. So starter, main, dessert. You can have a new menu section. It could be, I don't know, sweets. And importantly, if it is sweets, just make sure it is down the bottom there, because the order of this is changeable using these arrows, and it's important that they are indeed in chronological order. So starter, main, dessert. Let's get rid of this one here. Again, with everything, you can archive this. So desserts, edit, archive, save. Gone. Starters, main, sweets. Example drinks list section. Let's get rid of it. Cool, that's all we need. So, back to menus, you can click it here, you can click it here. Sophie's menu. Now it's in there, but actually we've not told this menu what food items are going to be on it. So, first of all, we need to create the menu and specify the type of menu and how it is built and how it is priced. Then, we need to assign the items from the food categories into this section here. So, click items. And you can add a new course. So the courses that we had earlier, starters, mains, sweets. Remember we've just built that one there for the menu sections. Sweets. Oh, starters. Yes. Remember earlier about the way that the menus are priced. It is indeed important that it is £3 for a starter, £12.95 for a main, and £3 for a dessert. It's very unlikely they're just going to go for a starter and a dessert, but if they do, you need to manage that. Course price. Everything is in pence across the entire of Tell the Chef. Everything's in pence, including VAT. Believe it or not, there are still restaurants out there that have things that cost less than £1. So it is indeed important that everything is priced per pence, including VAT. So there it is, 300 pennies. Course text You can put information in per course based upon what information you want them to know. So course text, all served with warm bread. This isn't the case with the menu that I'm referring to here, but just for example's sake, you'll see that appear later on. So add new item. And here you have the items that we've put in. Down here you have the archived items. I'm going to show you a shortcut. You go add new item and you just start typing. And I've just pressed SOU and here is indeed soup of the day. Doesn't seem so important when it's a short list, but when you've got hundreds of items in there, it really will save you a lot of time. So let's just get our menu up there. Ham, hock terrine and green beans. So ham hock, H-A-M, done. And then green bean, there it is. We're going to come on to this later. Side orders. Okay, you'll see that this menu here does indeed have side orders. It is possible to charge extra to build new menus and assign them to side orders, but I'm going to do that in a little subsection so as to not keep you on this video for too long. So next we're going to put the new course in, which is the main course, and main courses appear here. Course price, remember, it is $12.95 or 1,295p. Course text, I'm not going to tell them anything. Don't need to. You might want to say all served with roast potatoes, but we're not. New item. Where's that menu? So it's salmon, broad bean, calf's liver, steak. So salmon, broad bean. You'll see that it sends data every time. This is really key. If your computer crashes, if you lose your connection, it's not going to be the end of the world because it will save it all along. So when you return to menus, in fact, it will already be saved there. You don't need to save its progress. So you'll notice that as we add items here and here, they disappear from this. It means that you can't add them twice. So you've already put in pan-fried salmon and broad bean. Pan-fried salmon and broad bean have now gone. So next we're going to be putting the calf's liver. And the last one is the mince steak. Now, later on, I'm going to run a little section on something called modifiers. If you want to know how to do modifications on an individual dish, that could be rare, medium, medium well, and well done, or burnt. It could indeed be adding an extra sauce, so you could charge somebody for something like a peppercorn sauce, add £1.50, or a burger, you want cheese, extra bacon, you could actually have extras on top of that and charge as well. So modifications on each individual dish are possible. There'll be another section on that later. Sweets. Here's the best bit. New item, Bakewell tart, lovely. Lemon posset, mocha mousse, done. I can return to menus with this button, but you don't have to, because if it crashes, it's all going to be there anyway. When you hit menus, here is Sophie's menu, and in items, it's all there. Genius. So that is how to build menus. The price is in there, the items are in there, we've named it. That is the menu building lesson over. The next lesson will be about modifiers and side orders.